If you thought the Olivia Rodrigo versus Sabrina Carpenter drama was ancient history, think again. These two queens may be all smiles in public, but behind the filtered selfies and award show glam, the rivalry is still brewing. From shady TikToks and dodged red carpet run-ins to not-so-subtle lyrics and tour visuals that scream, "I haven't forgotten," Sabrina and Olivia have been throwing hands, just lyrically. Add in the fact that Joshua Bassett just followed Olivia again and hasn't shown Sabrina love since 2023. Yeah, I'm here to decode the drama with showing 10 shocking signs their rivalry isn't over. First, Olivia album shading Sabrina. Olivia's Guts album drop might have skipped the name drops, but let's be real, the shade was undeniably there. Fans didn't even have to squint too hard to clock what sounded like not-so-subtle digs aimed directly at Sabrina. One lyric in particular, "She paints her face in glitter lies, a plastic persona in designer disguise," has the internet buzzing, with many saying it mirrors Sabrina's skin era but flips it on its head, basically calling her out for being fake and image-obsessed. The tension is layered, though, because Olivia never outright says anything, she just lets the lyrics bleed with passive-aggressive poetic venom. And that's what keeps the rivalry alive. It's subliminal warfare. Meanwhile, Sabrina's been on her own tour run, leaning into hyper-glam aesthetics that almost feel like a direct response to Olivia's moody, stripped-back, sad girl persona. It's like they're both living in the same universe, just on different planets, yet somehow orbiting each other constantly. Through lyrics, aesthetics, and energy, Olivia's latest album proves she's still watching and Sabrina's still being watched. 2. Sabrina skipped Olivia's album party. Sabrina skipping Olivia's album party was not just a scheduling conflict, it was a statement. Like, let's not pretend they don't have overlapping friends. The invite was real, the opportunity to show up and squash rumors, also real. But instead of pulling up in support, Sabrina posted a perfectly timed solo beach pic on Instagram, all golden hour and unbothered vibes, literally minutes after the party started. Fans immediately clocked it as a digital eye roll. She was in LA, no tour commitments, no public event clashes, just pure intentional absence. And while Olivia didn't comment directly, she reposted clips from the party with captions like, "Surrounded by real ones tonight," which many think was a soft swipe at the missing faces, aka Sabrina. It's not about showing up to be besties, it's about showing face, even politely. Sabrina choosing not to be there when mutuals were makes it crystal clear. Whatever "we've moved on" PR line they try to sell, the Cold War is alive and well. 3. Olivia's subtle drag in her Rolling Stone interview. Olivia's Rolling Stone interview was all calm tones and artistic reflection until she dropped that line. Some people build entire careers reacting to other people's lives. Like, hello? If that's not a direct jab at Sabrina's skin era, what is? Fans instantly went into overdrive, connecting the dots. Olivia didn't need to name names, she never does, but the context was loud. She was talking about how she's grown as a songwriter, learned to protect her peace, and no longer gives energy to people who feed off her story. That's giving Sabrina responding with a whole single just weeks after driver's license energy. And while Sabrina's tried to pivot since then with her own sound and brand, she's also continued to make cheeky little comments in interviews about how the media twists narratives and how some people profit from playing victim. So yeah, the tension is very mutual. Olivia's shade wasn't loud, but it was sharp, and it reminded everyone that she hasn't forgotten who capitalized off her pain. 4. Sabrina's stage visuals mocked driver's license. Sabrina is back at it again, and this time, the drama is hiding in plain sight on stage. During her latest tour stop, fans couldn't help but notice the suspiciously familiar visuals. A flickering, broken traffic light, neon street signs, and a literal toy car being wheeled across the stage mid-performance. Like, girl? Really? Twitter. Okay. X exploded within minutes. Everyone was like, is she still referencing driver's license? Because it's giving not so subtle, and definitely not accidental. This isn't the first time Sabrina's visuals have tiptoed into Olivia territory, but this one felt like a direct callback to the song that started it all. Sure, Sabrina hasn't explicitly said it's about Olivia, but come on, her team knows what they're doing, especially when she performs this right after Olivia's album release week. The timing is shady, the symbolism is clear, and the rivalry energy is still alive and speeding. It's like Sabrina's way of reclaiming the narrative, turning a song that once painted her as the villain into her own ironic stage prop. But the message is loud. She hasn't forgotten. And neither have we. Gen Z pop beefs just hit different when the pettiness is this pretty. 5. The award show's drama. The 2025 Grammys weren't just about the music, they low-key turned into a masterclass in celebrity shade. Yes, Olivia and Sabrina did hug for like 2 seconds backstage. And of course, the internet went feral. But let's be real. A hug doesn't erase years of tension, especially when the rest of the night screamed Cold War. They were seated miles apart, literally opposite sides of the venue, and made zero effort to interact again. Olivia was out here hugging every A-lister in sight: Billy, Tate, Doja. But when she walked past Sabrina's row, no eye contact. And in full HD, Sabrina visibly turned her head the other way, like she didn't see a whole Valentino dress coming. Fans said it best: that hug was PR frosting on a rivalry cake. You can post a photo op, but you can't fake the energy. No one's expecting a friendship bracelet exchange, but the body language, the silence, the distance, it all adds up. The hug might have been a moment, but this feud? Still very much alive, industry, same events and same circles, but they treat each other like they're on separate planets, which, let's be real, only keeps this modern-day pop rivalry deliciously alive. 6. Sabrina's mocking TikTok for Olivia. Sabrina once posted a clip lip-syncing to the line, "I'm not a drama queen, I'm the main event," with an exaggerated eye roll and the caption, "When they write a whole album about a 3-month situationship." Yeah, the shade wasn't just implied, it was screaming. Fans immediately clocked it as a dig at Olivia's signature heartbreak core sound, especially with her latest album diving deep into emotional spiral territory. The timing? Impeccably petty. Dropping just days after Olivia's new single topped the charts, the video spread like wildfire before Sabrina quickly deleted it, probably realizing it was too obvious. But by then, the damage was done. Screenshots, duets, stitches, it was everywhere. Olivia didn't respond. Of course, she rarely does. But her fans went full FBI mode, pointing out that Sabrina has a pattern of mocking Olivia's emotional songwriting style, only to backtrack once the backlash hits. 7. Olivia removed Sabrina from private Instagram story group. Olivia might be low-key in interviews, but her Instagram tells a very different story, especially when it comes to Sabrina. A former mutual fan page recently spilled that Sabrina hasn't popped up in Olivia's close friends stories in over a year. And yeah, it's giving soft block energy. Sure, Olivia technically still follows Sabrina, for now, but that quiet removal from her inner circle says way more than an unfollow ever could. This is the new Gen Z version of, "You're not invited to my birthday," and it hits just as hard. Back when the driver's license chaos first popped off, they had mutuals, exchanged subtle online nods, and even tried to play nice for the public. But now, Olivia's posting behind-the-scenes moments, chaotic selfies with her core crew, and random deep thoughts, none of which Sabrina's been tagged in or seen responding to. Meanwhile, Sabrina's been hyping up everyone but Olivia on her own story posts. It's not a feud in flames, it's ice cold, and honestly, that's worse. It's clear Olivia's boundaries are set, her circles are tighter, and Sabrina didn't make the cut. Quiet shade? Absolutely. And every little unfollow adjacent move just keeps the tension so alive. 8. Olivia quietly blocked a Sabrina stan account. So Olivia just quiet blocked one of the biggest Sabrina stan pages, and yeah, it says a lot. The account, known for posting rivalry-themed edits and tagging both girls, dropped the tea. Olivia had officially blocked them. No drama, no tweet, no please stop tagging me, just a full-on silent block. And while some tried to defend it as a boundary-setting move, most fans saw it for what it really was. Olivia still wants nothing to do with Sabrina's name being attached to hers. It's been over 4 years since the love triangle exploded, and yet Olivia is still dodging Sabrina-related content like it's the plague. What makes it even messier is that the fan account wasn't even hostile. They just kept tagging Olivia in old photos, mashup reels, and what-if edits. Apparently, even that was too much. Meanwhile, Sabrina's been following and liking posts about her and Olivia being compared, laughing it off, or letting fans do the messy work. Olivia, she's done being polite. She's curating her feed, keeping the peace, on her terms. But that quiet block is its own form of shade. And once again, the message is clear. This rivalry didn't die. It just went passive-aggressive. 9. Sabrina's fan merch calls out, "Copy-paste artists." Sabrina's latest merch drop might look cute and glittery on the outside, but the message, sharp as hell. One of the standout pieces from her collection is a cropped tee that reads, "Make your own lane," in sparkly bubblegum pink font. Innocent, right? Wrong. Fans instantly picked up on the not-so-subtle shade, calling it a direct jab at Olivia's emotional, heartbreak-heavy songwriting lane, especially since Sabrina dropped it just a week after Olivia's new album started topping charts again. And let's not ignore the fact that Sabrina has previously hinted at feeling boxed in by comparisons to Olivia. The real kicker, the shirt was first teased in a behind-the-scenes clip where Sabrina giggled while holding it up and said, Some of y'all need this reminder. Girl, she knew exactly what she was doing. Fans were divided. Sabrina stans hyped it up as empowering, while Olivia's crew called it petty. But let's be honest, this is the same kind of pretty little sarcasm Sabrina's mastered since her Skin era. The rivalry is still alive, it's just dressed in pastel glitter now. And while Olivia stays quiet, Sabrina's merch is doing the talking, loudly, sassily, and with a perfectly winged liner smirk. 10. Taylor's bond with Sabrina has fizzled. Things are looking a bit chilly in the Taylor Swift-Sabrina Carpenter department. Back in 2021, Sabrina was all over the place with Taylor, showing up in the Swift Squad pictures and getting cozy with the queen of country pop. There was even some talk about Sabrina becoming Taylor's protege, with fans buzzing about their budding connection. Fast forward to today, and you'd be hard-pressed to find any interaction between Taylor and Sabrina. In fact, Taylor doesn't seem to engage with Sabrina's posts or tag her in anything, a sharp contrast to the moments they shared just a few years ago. Meanwhile, Taylor and Olivia Rodrigo are still tight, linking up at award shows, sharing mutual respect, and even posting birthday wishes for each other. It's clear Olivia's place in Taylor's inner circle is stronger than ever, while Sabrina seems to have faded into the background. Whether it's the ongoing tension between Olivia and Sabrina or something else entirely, the bond that once seemed so promising has definitely fizzled. Maybe Sabrina's still holding on to some of that Queen Swift magic, but right now, Taylor's focus seems firmly on Olivia. So yeah, if you thought the Olivia versus Sabrina drama was over, think again, because the shade, the silence, and the petty moves are still very much alive in 2025. Whether you're Team Olivia, Team Sabrina, or just here for the tea, one thing's for sure. This rivalry is aging like a fine glass of Gen Z gossip. Don't forget to hit that like button if you caught any shade we missed, subscribe Pop Radar for more weekly celeb chaos, and drop a comment whose side are you on right now. Let's get messy in the replies. See you in the next one.